Alright, how's everybody doing?
Outstanding!
If you can do me a favor and stay standing.
Roger.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Be serious.
Yeah. Now turn to the person on your left and give them a high five.
You know the other person that got it was Alex.
There's nobody on my left.
I had to try that one. We learned that over the weekend.
I got the joke.
Good job, Rich.
Rich, I got the joke later.
How does that work?
It doesn't.
So, first of all, we want to say last month's numbers are fish wrappers. But the good thing is every day is a new day in Primerica. So, and also wanted to say that we're proud of the world-class builders. I know Clarice and Bruce have a team who are finishing classes and some of them about to take the test. So we're really proud of you guys. We wouldn't be up here if it weren't for you guys. And then this month it's time to step it up and pop out some more leaders and build some field trainers. And a couple of tips that we wanted to share with you is Roger already covered consistency. Stay consistent at doing the right things. It's easy to do and easy not to do. Keep writing out your goals and aspirations every morning and night. Keep your goals in front of you. Read every day, self-improve, because if you're not growing, you're dying. Right now I'm reading one of the books Bill Whittle talked about called Making Friends. It's a really easy book to read, so if you want to go out and get that. Stay positive and have a great attitude, and attend all meetings and trainings, because there's only 2 meetings you need to attend, the ones you want to go to and the ones you don't want to go to. And I'm so proud of Rich for being here, because his grandma passed away this morning, but he's here, so yeah. And,
All right, Rich.
it's time to take advantage of what the company has to offer and get on track for El Conquistador.
All right.
So I don't have too much to add to that, just a couple points. So if you want to get your papers and pens out. Some of us in here heard this many times, but it never hurts to go back to the fundamentals, right? Back to the basics. And if you know these key points, master how to teach it to your people, because that's what it's all about. These are what will make or break your business, right? So the first point is that you got to be coachable, right? If the coach calls a play, you got to be willing to follow it. And now you want to think about this. Are you being coachable or agreeable, right? Coachable meaning you do what your coach says, or agreeable meaning we listen to him and then we go and do something else. And I'm talking to myself just as much, right? And why is being coachable important? Well, all great leaders are first great followers, right? And what you do for your upline is what your team's going to do for you. Kind of like how Roger pushed Jose to the ring, Roger's team pushed Roger to the ring, right? Point number 2 is you got to be committed. The road to greatness begins with a commitment, right? The lowest form of commitment in Primerica is meeting attendance. And you can't expect your people to show up if you're not willing to show up, right or wrong? Right? And think about it this way. If you invested $1 million into your Primerica business, would you make it a point to be here at every single training?
Yes.
Would you make it a point to be early to every single training?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you stay late?
Yes.
Okay? And that's the way that we got to think about it. Now, you got to let everybody know that this is where you planted your flag and you're not going anywhere, right? And the third thing is that we got to be consistent. Darlene and Roger hit on this. Consistency is key. And that's pretty much what will make or break your business. See, we don't have to be the best, but we have to be the best at being consistent, right? Because hard work beats talent anytime talent's not willing to work hard, okay? So consistent activity will bring consistent results, which will bring consistent income, and having a consistent income will bring a consistently happy spouse, and that's what we all want, right? Okay?
Yes, I do.
See, it's about our consistent efforts over time that's going to compound to greatness. And lastly, we just got to be willing to change, right? We can't build this business being the same people we were when we first came into the business. And sometimes it's painful to change, right? Does anyone here agree that it's painful to change
Yes.
sometimes?
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes, you know, the pain of change weighs ounces compared to the pain of regret, which weighs tons. Right? And I got this quote in the book that I read this morning, Developing the Leader Within You. I got the book from Mark. Thank you, Mark. It's an awesome book. But they say in order to get to the rainbow, we first have to be willing to go through the rain. Right? And the rain in this business can be rejection, can be, you know, getting told no over and over, or even changing, right? That could be the rain. And lastly, I'll leave you with this quote that I got from an awesome book that Roger sent out to us, The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. And they talk about how should we approach success, right? See, success should be approached as your duty, your obligation, and your responsibility. Your duty, your obligation, and your responsibility, right? Because if success isn't approached as your obligation, we're not going to take the actions necessary to hit those goals. The result, duty, obligation, and responsibility. The result of that, we're going to spend the rest of our lives thinking of excuses as to why we didn't get it done. And that's not what we want, right?
Right.
So let's get it done, guys.